Hello friends, it's Miss Lukens. This is our book that we have been enjoying together during our first days at school. I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to be able to see the whole book and revisit it after we have our Zoom time together. There are lots of other schools in the book that we didn't look at together this week. So hopefully, as you're reading this book with your grown-up or by yourself, you'll get to learn about some other places. I'll stop every once in a while and ask some questions so that you can have time to look at the pictures. School Days Around the World. Written by Margaret Roers, illustrated by Alice Fagan. I don't mind if I have to sit on the floor at school. All I want is education. Malala Yousafzai. Malala is a very special young lady who helped people in her country stand up for their right to get an education. She has done work all over the world and been able to travel because she really, really wanted to go to school, and she made sure that the people in her home country knew that it was important to her. So here is our table of contents, because this book has information in it, so it helps you be able to see what pages will teach you about the different countries. As we look down the list, we see lots of different countries. We visited China when we read together. That's on page 16. We visited Germany on page 26 and the USA on page 34. Now we'll get to see some of the other countries and read together. School Days Around the World. What is a school? Is it a building with classrooms? Or can it be any place where children learn? Let's take a journey around the world to see what school is like for kids in different countries. Look closely at the picture of the planet Earth and the children. They're riding a pencil. Their pencil is going to help them learn and go around the world. That's so funny. You will meet some children who live at school and others who have to walk a long way to get there. You will see schools with libraries and computers, but also schools with hardly any books at all. Schools around the world may be very different, but children everywhere like to have friends and learn new things. Perhaps they are just like you. All the different ways of learning on this page. The children walking from school at the top, the student playing on a tablet and learning her shapes, the student playing music, and all these children at the bottom being friends together and learning. Here we see all the children and where their schools are on the world. School children around the world. Meet these children and see what their schools are like. So from the top we have Shanika, who lives in Canada. You can see her dotted line goes to the green country, that's Canada. Amy and Gwen are from the USA. Anna is from Honduras. Tamatoa is from the Cook Islands. His islands are way out in the ocean. Luciano is from Venezuela in South America. That's the purple country. And up at the top, Anika is from Denmark. Johannes is from Germany. Alina is from Kazakhstan. Bilge is from Turkey. Lu is from China. Raphael is in Singapore. Marta lives in Ethiopia. And Mathai lives in Kenya. Lu goes to public school in Shanghai, China. Shanghai is a big and busy city. It takes us half an hour to drive from my home to my school. My school is also big and busy. It has more than 2,000 students. There are 43 children in my classroom. Each day we study 8 different subjects, including Chinese, English, math, and music. I like gym class best. When it is time to change subjects, there is no bell that rings. Instead, classical music plays over the intercom. Sometimes I go to the computer lab and play games. I want to become good at Yumauki, so I practice after school. It helps me get big and strong. So sometimes Lou likes to play on the computer, but he also likes playing outside to help his body get strong. The computer grows his brain, but playing outside grows his body. Camilla's brother Johann lives in a boarding school in Germany. Today is Visitor's Day at my big brother's school. His school is far away from home, so he lives there during the school year. I like to visit him. Wow, can you imagine going to a school far away from your family? That's how important their learning is to them. It's just a different way to do it. Part of his school is an old Schloss. Johann lives in a stone house on the school grounds. He shares a bedroom with 3 boys. Students eat together with their teachers in the dining room. Everyone has to help clear the table after meals, just like at home. They still all live together, so they have to work together to keep things clean and to take care of each other. They have a home at their school and with their families. The students learn about nature and science. They also learn how to sail. My brother showed me a dinghy, that's a small boat, with white sails. I can't wait to go to school there and learn to sail on the lake. She looks very excited. She's jumping up and down to wave to the boy on the lake. Johann loves life at school. He has many friends there, but I think sometimes he misses home a little bit, even me. Amy and Gwen are homeschoolers in Alaska, USA. The world is our classroom. School starts when we wake up and is over when we go to sleep. Every day is different for us. We might do math in the car, visit a tide pool, or read in bed. Look at all of the different living things in that tide pool. They can explore their science and nature by going outside. Our house looks like a library and sometimes like a messy art gallery. Their art is on their refrigerator. We go on field trips too. Last week we went fishing and helped to haul in a huge halibut. That's a really big fish. We spotted a mink whale. Back home, we researched whales. So when they went on their field trip, they learned something new, and then they went home and kept learning about it, about the whales. Even in winter, we hike and camp. Or we work by a cozy fire, making corn husk dolls and a First Nations longhouse from little logs. So they work to learn about the culture of Alaska where they live. Schools everywhere. Teachers and students all over the world make every school special. Do you have a favorite book or magazine that you like to read, like Alina in Kazakhstan? Are you learning traditional dances, like children on the Cook Islands and in Canada? Or do you like to help others, like Raphael and his friends at their craft fair in Singapore? Every child has the right to an education. Education means more than just learning to add numbers or spell words. It also means learning to understand how children in other countries live. The whole world can be a school. All right, friends, that's the end of our story. Thanks for listening and reading with me.